Hello, everyone, and welcome to What's on Your Mind. My name is Oscar, and as always, I'm joined by, well, this week he's a bit under the weather, but it's still Bradley. Bradley, what's on your mind? How's it going?
It's going all right, man. It's going all right. I've been a bit sick last few days.
He puked all over me. I'm joking, he didn't.
You wish.
Ew, gross.
And yeah, but I mean, my throat's a lot better, so I can actually talk. So as you can hear, I'm quite sick still. But
Go to fucking bed. Sorry, that was very not called for.
show must go on. Turn off these notifications. The show must go on, indeed. Um, what about you, man? What's going on with you?
I was in Chesham today to film some of the wrestling. The journey there was horrible. It's fine.
Are you
I
going
got there.
back to doing that then?
He only wanted two matches filmed, which was because he fucked up his neck.
Right.
So I said I'd help him out, but to be honest, I said to him like, because he offered me the role of just cameraman. Um, so I said to him, I'll think about it, but after today, nope, I'm not doing it because the passion's gone to work in pro wrestling. I don't want to do it anymore. So, you know, it is what it is.
If I blow my nose, you're gonna hear Oscar, but the video it won't be in the video. So
Great,
I blow
thanks.
my nose, just ignore it. Pretend that you pretend that it's not there. Oh, I went into the shop the other day when I was at work on Saturday. It was yesterday actually. I was working and I went into the shop because I really needed some tissues, but the only tissues they had was like a pack of 10. So
Boy.
I was sitting in the break room, like 'cause I have like a 45-minute lunch, and I was sitting in the break room, and then basically I was getting all these tissues out the packet, and it was just like this massive pile of tissues, just like packets of tissues, just on the table. And then one of the guys I was working with come in and goes, "You got enough tissues there, mate?" I was like, "Mate, I went in, I only needed one packet or two packets, and I fucking had to buy 10 of them just because they don't sell the individual ones." So, I mean, I guess you can call it an investment, but
Um, yeah, could do. Yeah.
yeah. But I'm so bored of being ill, man.
It sucks being ill.
It does. It really does.
My ghost friend Jeremy was ill. I don't have a ghost friend called Jeremy. I made that up. Sorry.
I mean, you make a lot of stuff up. You are a weirdo.
Well, I'm Jewish, and that's a lie. So
But let's not get into this conversation again. You probably you probably pissed off the entire Jewish community.
it was a Jewish festival last week.
Your lack of knowledge, you little
It
bitch.
was it was a festival called Purim last week, but I forgot what was the story. It's about this guy called Haman who wanted to kill Jews, something like that.
Right.
That's so not helpful. Oh
Hey man,
God, yeah.
you do. So how's your week been, man?
It's been alright, yeah. It's been alright. I'm looking forward just to like the Easter break.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, I'm going down to Cornwall. I'm going. I actually live in Cornwall. I've said that a million times. I really should. I keep going back down there like almost every month. So
Good.
yeah. Um, just working, man. Just working. Um, um, I've got some content coming out in a few weeks. Do you watch Coronation Street? Okay,
Oh, I
the
muted
interview.
the mic on the by accident. I do not watch Coronation Street.
Okay, no, that's fine.
But is this about
There's
that?
a
Oh no, not the interview. The woman you were talking about the other week. Said that you don't like her.
oh yeah, Helen Worth. Yeah, she was a guest at this dinner event. So if you're a fan of Coronation Street and you want to hear Gail Platt Potter, whatever her character name is, she's gonna be on my YouTube channel in a few weeks.
Well, yeah. I mean, there you go, man. Exposing the celebrities already.
I
Yeah,
mean,
best podcast out there.
if Helen, if you hear this, no disrespect, but you were just, yeah, you were kind of abysmal. That's all.
I mean, you hear stories about certain celebrities, right? That they're like complete assholes.
She wasn't an asshole. She was just like she was just really patronising, and just kind of trying to be funny, and just wasn't.
Maybe it's just your sense of humor.
Ugh, fuck off. Sorry.
There's no need for that at all. Um,
Sorry. What about you? Besides being
uh,
ill?
it's slow. Not worked. I only worked once this week. You're very slow. I worked yesterday. I got ill on Thursday. I was like really ill. I was like, my whole body was aching. I was feeling dizzy. I didn't get to sleep till 5 a.m.
Fuck.
Friday. Luckily, I got a decent amount of sleep on the Friday night. I felt a bit better, but like on Thursday, is it Thursday we were supposed to record?
Yeah. Yeah, something like that. No, Thursday or Friday.
Well, we were gonna record Thursday, and then I text you saying, "Man, I feel like absolute shit. I can't. I couldn't even sit up straight properly, man. My head was just spinning."
Yeah,
Um,
that definitely sounds like your flu.
yeah. I mean, it's disappearing now. Luckily, it's just like I said. It's just the the little bit of the throat and obviously the nose. But yeah, it was. I was worried that I'd have to cancel the shift. That I wouldn't be able to go into work. But no money. Um,
You don't get like sick pay.
no, because I work in security, so I get paid by the shift.
Ah, fuck. Fair enough.
Because
That was
I'm
working.
classed as self-employed.
Really?
Yeah, for security, I'm classed as self-employed
Oh, fair enough. Okay.
because I can pick and choose when I want to work.
Do you want to go to
Um,
work for me tomorrow?
no,
Okay.
no. I'm working tomorrow anyway. Unless you want to do my job,
How long is the shift?
8 hours.
Nope.
How long is your shift?
Actually, wait, what time do you start? What time do you finish?
9 till 5.
Oh, keep mine. It's fine.
You don't want to deal with mine. You think yours is bad having to deal with kids? Now imagine having to deal with the general public.
I can't imagine dealing with.
Man,
Actually, well,
I'm doing security at a job center, so you get some weird and wonderful characters in that place, man. I tell you what, though,
we-
on Saturdays they close one of the floors, so you just get to sit there on your phone.
no, is it fair enough?
Because what you do is you rotate between each. You rotate. You have like a rotor.
Oh right,
So
okay.
like I could be, say, if I'm covering for a guy. I'm not gonna say his name. But without permission. I'm covering for a certain guy. I know his schedule to cover for him before. Um, he'll like start off on the front door, for an hour, and then he'll go up to the second floor for 20 minutes. Then he'll go on his break, 20 minutes, and then he'll go on like the first, and then second, and ground. Do you get what I mean? You switch and you go back and forth different places.
Mhm.
And basically on Saturdays, because they close one of the floors, if you're, you could be on this, like, yesterday I was on the second floor for an hour. And that hour, because the second floor's closed, I can just sit there on my phone. You can actually sit down, compared to obviously normal days you're standing around all day. But when the floor's closed, you can just sit down. Just make sure nobody comes up, and that's it. But you just sit down and you can see the door no matter where you sit. So you can just sit down and just go on your phone, watch some TV. That's what everyone has literally done. Even the boss, do you know what I mean? He was sitting down watching TV, and he was up there. And yeah, and then it was an hour, and then 4:30. So it was from 3:30 to 4:30 that I was up there. Yeah, sitting down. Only had half an hour left of the day, and I was on the ground floor, which is like the easiest. It's the more fun bit because it's more active. Does that make sense?
Mhm.
And if something kicks off, it's always on. It's always on the door.
Fair enough.
Although it didn't really kick off Saturday, I don't think it really kicked off at all. So
If I was there, I'd kick off just to fuck with you.
that's fine, mate. You just get kicked out.
Yeah,
Probably not
generally.
even. Probably not even by me. No, I mean, it's easy. It's an easy job,
Yeah.
realistically. Even on normal days where you can't just sit down, it's an easy job. But that's the thing about security is you can have really easy jobs, but if it all goes down, if shit goes down, you're there. You have to deal with it.
I get you.
Yeah. So yeah, that's pretty much the main bit of work I've got right now. I'm doing that for 3 times this week, and then I'm working behind the bar on Tuesday night. So pretty busy week.
I
5
sent
days
you
work, I think. No, 4 days work at least.
what, Monday to Thursday? No.
So Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Monday, Tuesday, Friday, Saturday. Wednesday I can't work
Right.
unless it's a night shift. Thursday I haven't been offered any shifts yet. I might get a shift Thursday.
Okay. Fair enough.
But yeah, I can't work Wednesday, unfortunately. I have did I mention that trial drug that I was on?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, I've got an appointment on Wednesday, and I can't really miss those. This is my first dose. This will be the official review channel of that clinical drug.
Coming next week.
Yeah, coming next week. My first review. Anything? I want to ask you a question. Anything that's really impressed you this week that's made you feel good? Like it could be anything, the smallest things.
I'm not gonna lie, man. It's
Or has it been a depressing week?
It's not even. It's like I'm not gonna go into it. I'll tell you more in private. But like
Yeah. It's been tough.
So like yeah, but like there are days where like I'll feel okay, but
Yeah.
then like my mind is saying to me like, why do you feel okay? It's almost like it's kind of like I'm saying to myself, what's the catch? Why am I feeling okay? Like it's almost like I'm waiting for my mind to fuck with me, and it
Wow,
did.
bro.
Like
That's a bad mentality to have.
it's not even like deliberate.
I know, but that's a mentality you're gonna have to battle. I think the problem is, man, your brain it always goes against itself. Like that's the problem with us being emotionally complex creatures is that we have to deal with that. Whereas if we were just like a dog, we just have to deal with like happy, sad, hungry. You know what I mean?
It
That
sucks,
fear.
man. It sucks. It really sucks.
Yeah, I
'Cause,
mean,
like when like last week, like I had days where like I was like, oh okay, I feel okay, but then it's like, well, wait a minute, like this is a bit odd. So then it's like in the back of my mind, I'm waiting for something to like happen, and it's not like I want something to happen, but it's just like a fucked up way of thinking.
I mean that's just pure anxiety, mate.
Oh, do you reckon?
It's pretty much just pure anxiety. You just think something bad's always gonna happen.
It's paranoia.
It's paranoia. It is paranoia, but it's pretty much anxiety. Do you know what I mean? You're anxious about. Oh no,
I'm
what's
anxious
going?
about something that's happened that I don't even know what's gonna happen. It's like a whole maze in my head.
Hey man, at least you're gonna be really interesting for your therapist.
Yeah,
There's always a silver lining. You might be the next paper he writes. So
Jeez.
there's that. Come
It
on, there's got to be
sucks.
something that's like impressed you this week. That you've just seen or heard, even a song, and you think, you know what, this is cool. I like this. This is actually kind of this is worthy about mentioning to someone.
Fuck, man.
Come
I
on, you gotta
don't
have
know.
something.
I don't know. Actually, um, I don't want to go too. I went on a date last week.
Oh, nice, man. How did it go?
Um, it went really well. It went really well, actually. Yeah.
Nice. What did you guys get up
She
to?
she's this person gets me, like,
Get you.
on she gets me. Yeah. It's like we have like a lot in common.
Yeah.
Um, but like she gets like my struggles, so, and I get hers. So it's like that. I mean, this sounds really, I know this might sound odd to some people. That's kind of like special to me because it's like if
I
you
mean,
have
yeah,
that
yeah, of
person,
course, man. When you have someone that, like you said, gets you, it's like the best thing ever.
pretty much, yeah.
I understand. I
Uh,
completely get it. I understand what you're talking about. Man. I'm talking to someone a bit like that. To be fair,
oh yeah, how's it going?
yeah, it's going good. I mean, I'm not gonna say it here because it's not my place to say, but she's had some real bad situations going on in her life right now.
Right,
Slow
yeah.
down a little bit. More of just like on a back burner for her at the moment, which is completely understandable. Yeah, I mean that's good though, man. At least that's a positive note. I mean, I got a
She's
few of
kind
them,
of
but they're not like life changing or like serious. They're just like little big things that I've been impressed with recently. Um, like there's a TV show I watch called SEAL Team,
Mhm.
and ever since it moved to Paramount Plus instead of being CBS, they allow swearing.
Oh,
So the first time I heard that one of these characters swear was right. So you know Teen Wolf, the movie,
a little bit, yeah.
right? So Teen Wolf was an MTV show. Okay, so there was
Mm-hmm.
no swearing, but because Paramount Plus owned it, they added a bunch of swearing,
Right,
which
okay,
obviously
yeah.
none of us expected when we first watched it. Um, they're going like, "What the fuck?" and things like that. You just don't expect it because you've got like 6 years, 6 seasons of these characters. Not once did they swear.
Right.
Same with these guys. This is the 5th season, and they've started swearing. Like, um, like I remember something happened in the show, and he just shouts. He just goes, "Shit!" I'm like, "Whoa, what the fuck?"
Where'd that come from?
Yeah, and then he starts like proper swearing, like dropping f bombs, like this is the fucking problem. This is the fucking problem. I'm like, bro, this is great,
Yeah, there you
but
go.
it's weird because seeing these guys, I've seen him in other shows, like in SEAL Team. There's this guy called Jason, and he's played by a man called David Boreanaz. And I've grown up with him. I grew up with him playing Angel and then playing Booth in the TV show Bones, and he doesn't
Mm-hmm.
swear in those. In Angel, he's played like he's really good at playing like an evil guy, and a good guy, but he's never swore kind of thing. Kind of. There was a little. There was a few. There was. It wasn't necessarily. It wasn't swearing like our swearing, like using fuck and shit and bollocks and that.
Yeah.
Actually, I think bollocks may have been used because there was a British vampire in it.
Bollocks.
But yeah, basically, and then like you're just hearing these characters swear, and it's like it feels so weird because like these characters that gone that whole time not swearing, and now they've started to swear, and that's the great thing about streaming services now is
Or they are
that
swearing.
well, America's very big on not swearing, right? So like these TV shows could be playing at like 8 p.m., like 9 p.m., and they don't swear,
Yeah.
but they're like shows about like criminals and things. Like, I mean, some of them are obviously you've got like Game of Thrones, and you got like shows like Dexter and that where there's like people being chopped up and people having sex and tits and all this. But a lot of the time, it's not. It's not a thing. You know what I mean? But these guys are seals, man. There's no way they're going through life without swearing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm trying to imagine going live,
But
going to life
I
in
was
that
really
story.
impressed with it. I was like, wow, this is cool. I like this now. This is fun. Um, it's fun hearing them swear at each other as well. It's great because it just makes them a bit more relatable. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I hear you. I hear
Like instead of going, "Oh, you're such a jackass," it's like, "You fucking idiot." Do you know what I mean? It's like I love it.
you.
So it's crazy, but yeah, that's probably one of the things I've been pretty impressed with recently. Oh, and the current storyline that they're going through is similar to like a game that I used to play, and it's
Damn.
like it's fucking sick, man. Um, it's a game called Ghost Recon Wildlands.
Okay.
Yeah, it was a sick game. I really enjoyed it. Um, and I was like, I always said to myself, oh, it'd be kind of sick if they made this into like a TV show of some sort. And at least they not the exact same storyline, but it's very similar to the way they're doing it. Um, so I've just been kind of impressed with that kind of stuff recently. But
I want
other
to
nothing really.
I want to bring up a video I sent you earlier in the week. Do you remember the video I sent you of Jason Manford's story?
Yeah, yeah,
Um, you cool to discuss that just for a little bit because I think it's fun to bring
yeah, yeah. Of
to.
course.
Um, do you want to tell the story? Or do you want me to of what he of cause just to give some context?
No,
Do
no,
you
you
remember
do,
it?
you do, you do, you do.
So I found I can't remember when I found this video. So I found this video of Jason Manford on this podcast. It's a small clip, a 3 minute clip online, and he tells this story of his ghostly encounter. So this was so at the time of his encounter was 2012, he said, and he was in the Delphi Theatre, I think, in Manchester, I think, yeah. And he was in this small dressing room, and he was from how he it sounded like he was skyping his daughters. That's how I got the impression. He didn't bring So at the time, he was he was talking to his daughters back home,
Yeah,
and one night his daughter goes like, "Hey, Dad, who's that man behind you?" And Jason goes, "There's no one there." And the daughter goes, "No, there's someone behind you." And Jason kind of like shrugs it off as like, yeah, kids being kids, whatever. And then he says 3 or 4 nights later, one of his daughter says the same thing. The daughter says, "Who's that man behind you?" Oh, sorry, no. The daughter says, "Hey, like that, he's back. The man's back. He's behind you." And Jason goes, "Okay, what does he look like? What's he wearing, etc." The daughter says, "He's a soldier and he's crying." So Jason then goes to one of the stagehand, like someone who works there, and one of the theatre managers, and the manager says, "Oh, that'd be William. He's a pretty famous ghost around these parts." That he says. The guy is called William Terrace, I think, and the story goes, he was murdered at stage door on the opening night of I think a theatre he was in or something,
right.
and apparently he's been seen like quite a lot. I don't know. I wanted your thought. I know we discussed it before, but what were your thoughts on that clip?
Well, as I said to you before, right, it's quite interesting with ghosts because ghosts, there's stories and experiences that apparently where the ghosts will only show themselves to certain people, or you can only see them through technology, um, because they use like the energy from the technology around them to to apparate or like to become an apparition. I think apparate is the word. Um, but I don't know. I mean, I I don't know how she could be lying
Yeah, I don't
if
either.
it's happened more to different, completely different people. and how she would have. It's not like she's there and she's heard a story by someone in the hotel. Oh, watch out for the soldier that cries, and then she goes, "Oh, he's a soldier that cries." Like,
It sounded like they were Skyping, right? That's how I got it. They were
um,
communicating.
but even still, man, nobody really talks about that stuff. Do you know what I mean? So she knew these details about this spirit, right? That she
Did she?
shouldn't have known. But
I thought the.
she said it was like a soldier, right?
Oh, I see what you mean.
Like she said it was a soldier and he was crying. Well, other
Yeah,
experiences
yeah,
say that he's a soldier and he cries.
yeah, yeah.
Um, so unless she like Googled the hotel and like looked at reports, I don't know
I mean, it
how
sounds
she
like
would
she
know
was.
that.
It sounds like she was quite young anyway, right? I mean, I don't think he revealed her age, but it sounded like she was quite a young kid. Um,
Yeah, by the sounds of it.
um, I think the thing for me that was baffling was like she saw him, he didn't.
Yeah.
That was the baffling part, and um, I don't get it. As in, I don't mean this in a rude way. I don't get how she saw him, or and how he didn't see him.
That's the thing is that's the mystery though, isn't it?
Pretty much, pretty
It's like
much.
how did she see him but he didn't see him? But yet she knows these details. Obviously. Like I said to you, man, it takes one person to be telling the truth for it to be
Right,
real.
yeah. I mean, I don't think she made it up to scare him. I sent that to a friend of mine. He was like, maybe she's making. I don't think she made it up. I think she genuinely saw someone. I think she saw someone. Um, I know, I could be wrong, but I can't fathom her making this up other than just to mess with her dad.
I mean,
But
it's
also,
a very
if William
tricky
is,
lie, though, isn't it, to make up?
but also if the theatre manager said like William's a pretty famous common ghost around these parts, so there's that to have in mind as well.
Yeah, but how would she know?
Well, I don't know,
Unless you specifically search it up.
but unless whatever he was wearing gave it away, maybe he could have been wearing. I mean, why he's wearing a soldier's outfit? I don't know much about William. I don't know much about him. Um, but he appears in another documentary. That's how I know him. So you know the ghost on the London Underground doc that I sent you.
Yeah,
In the final story, there's this bloke that he tells the story of how he was closing up the station or something like that, and he said something made me turn around, and behind him was this tall bloke or tall geezer as he called him, and this guy says, "Sorry, I must have locked you in. Let me get a key." He goes to grab his key. As he turns around, the guy's gone, and he goes to check both platforms. No one's there, and it turns out it was William. So he's popped up before.
hey man, hey man, you're an no. But think about it like this way, right? Um, sometimes, right, you get like investigators going to the same locations to talk to specific ghosts that are in these locations. So they know they have names. Sometimes ghosts are like fucking like celebrities in the ghost hunting community. You know what I mean? So like they they have their names out there, which you know it, people don't realize is like you're talking about like he's popped up in another documentary, man. Like I've seen so many different shows go to the same sort of places as others,
Yeah.
and they investigate the same ghosts. Do you know what I mean?
Hmm. Yeah.
Plus, you get ghost stories in each location, so
I mean, the how dare you cough? I'm joking. Sorry.
Well, I muted the mic on the thing, so
Oh no, I just come off like an asshole.
yeah.
But the London Underground one is really creepy. There's some weird stories on that one.
I mean,
But
there's a
again,
lot about the London Underground.
oh, is there?
A
I mean,
lot, yeah.
I mean, that's the only documentary I've really kind of seen and liked. I mean, I've seen others, but that's the only one I've liked. Um,
Well, I mean,
I,
yeah, I mean, there's loads out there.
but I'll tell one more. I don't want to keep because I don't know. I'll tell one more, then I'll drop it. Um,
Right.
there was this guy who was his job was to go into the tunnel and like collect hair, human hair. It sounds like a very odd job. Anyway, he only has like a torch for light. So he goes into the tunnel and he's in between these two stations. I can't remember what two stations they were. But he goes into the tunnel with a torch and he comes across this guy with like a very old fashioned like a candlelit one. You know, anyway. And he starts talking to him and he wanders back. And he asks, so once this guy goes back, he asks his boss, he's like, who's this other guy down there, working, what's he doing? And the manager says, like, I've not got anyone booked to be working where you're meant to be. And this guy says, well, there was someone in that tunnel, I just spoke to him. So they stop the trains and they go investigate. There's no one there. And that's like another one of those things like, okay, what the fuck did he see that no one else did?
Like I said, man, it takes one person to be telling the truth. You just never know, do you?
I think I'd shit myself if that happened to me.
Yeah, well, you'll be alright. I reckon. But, I don't know, I mean, maybe we should do a little documentary.
I want to go to no, I mean it's a bit of a trek, but I would want to go to that what's it called, Adelphi Theatre, wherever
Delphi
Jason
Theatre.
went. Yeah, I want to go there and just I don't know if there's stories of this William fellow being there, I'd want to go there and just explore it and see if anything
I
happens.
mean, yeah, I mean, you know, um, like I said, maybe we should do a documentary, completely unbiased. Two skeptics going in trying to capture footage and evidence of ghosts.
Yeah, I'd be up for that.
I think it'd be great.
Yeah,
We might even get picked up by a network.
you never know.
I'll tell you what, right? There's these guys. I'll give you a good show. It's on YouTube, so you ain't gonna go anywhere. It's called BuzzFeed Unsolved.
Yeah, I've heard of them.
These guys are hilarious, right? Shane and I can't remember the other guy's name. I feel bad now. I feel like a dick. It'll come back to me, but yeah. So one's a skeptic and one's a full-on believer.
Oh, right, okay.
So you got to look up BuzzFeed Unsolved Supernatural, I think it's called, not BuzzFeed Unsolved True Crime, because they do like true crime stuff as well.
Okay.
Ryan, that's the one. Ryan, yeah, Ryan. That's come back to me now. Ryan and Shane, it is. But yeah, it's. So Shane's the skeptic and he doesn't believe in anything, and Ryan is the big believer. But the thing is it makes for a great show because
I think I've seen these guys.
of the dynamic between the two. They've got their own thing going on now, but BuzzFeed Unsolved was sort of where they started, and it was so fun to watch.
Is it real? As in, like, did they ever pick up anything?
They've picked up a few things that even Shane's been like, oh, that's quite weird.
Yeah. I'm never sure about these shows because, like, they could always be faking it.
Yeah, but that's the thing is they don't. There's a lot
Are
of
you
stuff
sure?
where they don't get anything.
Oh, right, fair enough.
Whereas they'll get something that Ryan will be like, oh, look, that's cool. And then Shane will be like, well, that's not what you think it is. That's the wind. You know what I mean?
Yeah, sounds like me.
Like I said, it makes a great dynamic for the show because one doesn't believe and one does. So while Ryan's shitting himself, Shane's not.
We
Like,
should get
Shane will even like make fun of the ghosts while he's there. Do you know what I mean? Like Goatman's bridge, right? That's a big one. That's a big story. You know, he's standing
about
there
that
and
one.
he's shouting. You know, he's saying "fuck you, Goatman," and this is my bridge now. Things like that. Like he takes the piss out of it. That's why you know it's real. Because if it was fake, they would have so much more evidence. But half the time they don't find anything. Like their Mothman episode was absolutely hilarious because they were doing Mothman calls, like apparently what he sounds like, and I was dying of laughter because of the noises they were making.
Get anything?
No.
Okay.
That's the thing, is they didn't. They don't.
Alright.
That's what I like about them, is they're very authentic. But like obviously, you know, they don't go to the extent that, you know, like the actual TV shows go to. Like in certain locations they'll go certain places that they can go. Whereas like a TV show they might go to like all these mental asylums and stuff like that. Whereas these guys won't do all that because they obviously can't get permission to do it. But do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I recommend it's a good watch. I recommend it. Highly recommend it. But yeah, that's fun. I mean, if you're into like the ghost hunting stuff, Ghost Adventures is good. But there's a lot more production value in it now, which makes it seem a bit faker. I believe that they believe what they've seen. Like, they don't purposely fake things, but they believe that it's a ghost, whereas it could be something else. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I hear.
They believe what they saw, what they see. And it's a good show, like, especially the early seasons where it's literally just them three. No camera crews, just them three. They're filming. They got, like, one camera guy, which is on their crew, like a sound guy, and then, you know. But yeah, it's a decent show. It's a lot of seasons as well. But yeah, so
we should get that William Ghost fella, William Terrace, on here. I don't know how it's gonna happen, but we'll get him on.
I mean, we could always do an episode where we get a spirit box, I suppose.
Are those legit?
I think so. Like, I think the idea of them is what they're supposed to do is legit.
I've always been a big skeptic of those. I'm never sure about them.
You're not thinking of Ouija board though, are you?
No. I like the spirit box.
Yeah, the one that goes.
Yeah. That one.
Well, it picks up. It's supposed to be that to do with radio frequencies.
Yeah.
And basically they believe that ghosts can manipulate these radio frequencies.
Now I'm an even bigger skeptic.
I mean, it depends on how you look at ghosts. People believe it's just energy, right? What a spirit is. A spirit is just energy.
Are you energy?
It's.
Oh, stopped him.
Sorry, no, I got a notification. I'm trying to turn it off. And again. So basically, like, they reckon it's just energy, and that's why they can use technology around them. Because they use the energy from like batteries and things like that. It's hard. I can't really explain it properly because I am not a paranormal investigator.
We need one of we need like one of them people on.
Yeah, but do we really want to do that?
I don't know. I mean, we need someone who's not going to exaggerate everything.
I mean, I feel like we'd need to go in person. I mean, Post Malone, you know Post Malone, right?
Yeah, yeah.
He was on a Ghost Adventures episode and he experienced some stuff.
Oh, really?
Yeah. They've had a couple celebrity guests on. Yeah, he had some stuff happen to him. So for me, that it kind of adds to the legitimacy of it a little bit. But I don't know. I don't know until I've seen it myself. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I said, me and you will go do our own documentary.
Maybe we find out your ghost.
I mean, I'm a very powerful fucking ghost if I'm doing this podcast.
I know, right? What the hell? How are you doing this, mate? This is incredible.
Ooh, I am behind you. I'm gonna be a poltergeist. If I die, I'm gonna be a poltergeist. I'm gonna haunt you.
Why? What did I do?
I'm gonna start throwing your shit around.
Why?
When you annoy me, I'm gonna start fucking knocking over your orange juice.
I actually had orange juice on Friday.
I've had a couple of glasses of orange juice over the past few days because of my illness.
Also, why would you haunt me? What did I do to you?
It'd be funny.
For who?
Me.
Not for me.
Good for me. Bro, I would literally give you YouTube content. I would literally.
If I just like film an interview and it's like me talking to air.
No, not an
With a
interview, but
voice.
like you'll like do a little investigation. I'll be there fully active for you, bro, so you can get them views. Like, it's like, is anyone there? And I'll literally launch your desk into the air or something.
That's your cue.
Like flip the desk and just like start turning the lights on and off, like flicking the lights, shutting the doors.
Oh my
Not dragging
God.
you around the house by your ankle while you're filming. And then you get more and then if people go, oh, it's fake, you go, alright, come over. Come see it. Then your house becomes like a little haunted museum. And like people come in, go, anyone there? And I'll just start punching them and shit. Start knocking people out. Can you imagine that getting knocked out by a ghost?
Be incredible.
Imagine you're just chatting shit to the ghost, next thing you know you're just on the floor, out. You wake up. Being absolutely KO'd by a ghost.
I'd KO you if I was a ghost.
I'd just cleanse my house.
Of what?
Burn some sage, get you the fuck out of my house. Bitch.
Choose you.
I'll perform every ritual under the sun to get rid of you out of my house. I don't care about any demons or other spirits, mate. I'll get rid of you.
I'll find a way to get in. I'll find a way.
No, you'll be gone, mate. You'll be moving on. You'll be finding peace, as they say.
I'll haunt Will.
Will?
Your cousin.
Why would you haunt Will? Nah, don't haunt Will, bro. He'll probably cry the second you do something.
Sorry, Will.
You'll like move his keyboard and he'd probably just cry.
No, nothing personal.
That kid is paranoid. Bless him.
Oh, is he? Is he actually?
He definitely gets, if something freaky happens, he does get very like, oh my god, I'm like really feeling anxious right now.
Oh damn, fair enough.
Because he said one time that all the power went out in his house.
All the power went out?
Went out, like it just went out. And he went to the fuse box apparently. Obviously the fuse had gone, so his back door was open.
Oh shit.
And nobody had opened his back door. So then he basically freaked the fuck out.
Yeah, I can imagine.
I said to him, imagine you were shutting that back door and your back, like, you know, the security light.
Yeah.
I said, imagine your security light just comes on, you just see a guy standing there with a knife right at the door.
Oh, sorry, Will. Nothing personal.
I mean, that would scare the shit out of me, to be fair. I feel like if I saw something creepy in my garden, I would just scream like a crazy person. I would literally strip all my clothes off and run at them naked, just to scare them.
I think I would just stand still out of fear.
I'd grab the biggest knife in my kitchen. I'd run out there screaming butt naked, and I would just jump on them. And if
What
they
if they
start,
disappear?
and I,
What
mate,
if
I
they
was,
disappear?
mate,
Then
I
you
was
fall
just,
dick
mate,
first.
I will just fucking, I will just start humping their head just to freak them the fuck out, just to scare them, make them think that, make them regret every life decision they've ever made coming into my garden. But yeah, that's my
What if they just
that's my one defense mechanism.
What if they just disappear? You'll land dick first on the grass. What the fuck?
If they're a ghost, then it's like, well, there's nothing I can do about it. If it's
You'll
a
hurt yourself.
person, it's like, yeah, let's do it. Let's fucking do it, boys. It's like you know, like slash films like Scream,
Yeah.
and they're chasing the guy, and they're chasing this quite big guy, and it's like, mate, tackle him, beat the shit out of him. Unless they know martial arts, mate, you have a massively equal chance. You've got like the football player whose whole entire career is based on tackling big, heavy men.
Would you do the same thing if it was like Brock Lesnar standing outside your door?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Well, all that muscle's not going to save you from a knife, is it?
He might eat you.
Mate, I would just fucking boil the kettle and go out there and chuck put fucking boiling water in a pan, go out there and throw the boiling water over his face. And when he's like writhing in pain, he's like, I'll just start slicing him up.
Jesus Christ.
Mate, I'll chop his toes off. Just so
We
he
should get
can't
him
run
on the
anywhere.
podcast.
Go ahead. You make that connection. I'm not making that effort. Hey buddy, you wanna come on my podcast that has like absolutely no platform, size of a platform for you to come on? I mean, if you came on, that'd be great.
What
Then
would
he
you
could.
ask him?
Huh?
What would you ask him?
Do you want to come on my podcast? That's all I can say.
If you did come on.
I'd do my research to make researched questions.
Why are you such a little baby bitch?
Well, I wouldn't ask him that.
Okay.
You might, but if you do, I'll just tell him where you live.
Excuse you.
I will.
Why? Why did you do? He lives in. Yeah, he ain't gonna.
I'll
find
grab
it.
your IP from this Discord call right now.
How dare you?
No, I'm not gonna make that effort. I can't be asked. But you know what
Isn't it
time it
hot
is,
there?
Oscar?
It's 9:53.
Not literally the time. The time of the segment of the podcast that we invented last week.
Oh, what's pissed me off?
What pissed you off this week?
Today's journey to Chesham, it was fucking annoying, and yeah, just first of all, I got on the train, right? It was fine, it was fine. However, I get to the station, I get to King's Cross where I need to fucking change to get to Chesham. There's no trains directly to Chesham. So then I get on also there's no one at the platform to help me. Like, what the fuck? Like, there's no train person to help me, so I go to the next station and like I can't just I don't know. And then I ask someone who works there, like, hey, how do I get to Chesham? They're like, oh, change at Harrow on the Hill. I'm like, great, which train do I need? And they tell me, they're like, just don't, they said, don't get the Circle line. I'm like, fine, that's easy enough. I get on said train, wrong fucking train, you moron. It doesn't actually go to the Harrow on the Hill. And then I find the station I need to get to Harrow on the Hill. Great, done that. And then I get to Chesham, all stressed, angry, and just not wanting to be in Chesham. And yeah, that's what pissed me off. How about you? That was a whole long rant. I'm really sorry.
It wasn't that long. Personally, what's pissed me off? I'll tell you what's annoying me is I was watching a TV show that I watched a long time ago. Called Breakout Kings. It's a show about a group of convicts that have escaped prison before.
Okay.
And have been on the run, like hardest convicts to catch for these marshals. But these marshals are now giving them a deal to help them catch people that break out of prison.
Mm-hmm.
And every time they catch one, they get a month off their sentence, and they go into minimum security.
Right. Okay.
Like a really nice sort of prison. You know what I mean? That's their deal. And it's a great concept. Maybe it didn't get executed perfectly, but it was cancelled after 2 seasons, and they left a cliffhanger ending. And then apparently, I think one of the writers was getting interviewed at one point, or the showrunner, and they were like, "Oh, we were just going to leave it up to interpretation." No,
You gotta carry
that's
that
just
shit on.
lazy.
Yeah, you gotta carry that shit on.
Like, fight for your fucking work, man. Like, I want it back. You know, I hate that they cancel shows and they give them shitty rushed endings because they've been cancelled. Like Shadowhunters. That made the cast want that to come back. Not one single network's gone, "Oh, do you know what? Cast want to do this. We could get easily a couple more seasons and make a bunch of money off it." No, they're not going to do it. So, yeah. That's pissed me off. I'm mad now talking about. I want Shadowhunters season 4, motherfuckers. I want a real ending, not the rushed bollocks that you gave us. Fucking knobheads. Dicks, honestly, fucking idiots. Fuck you guys. I hate showrunners of TV shows these days. Pricks. Other than that, mate, I'm good.
I was prepared to just let you carry on.
I was getting heated, get passionate.
Yeah, no,
Passionate, mate.
Alright.
So many good shows get cancelled. Lie to Me. Angel got cancelled back in the day. Fucking pricks. Fucking, oh mate. Imagine ran every network television company, right?
Oh, TV's screwed in that case.
No, TV's gonna last. I will be cancelling the shit stuff and keeping the good stuff.
Cancel Young Sheldon, please.
No, the one thing I would be cancelling is Riverdale. That shit just went downhill. The first season was great because it was like a murder mystery whodunit, right? And then it became some supernatural bollocks. No. If you're going to make a supernatural show, it has to be from the start, not halfway through. Alright? That's how it works.
Jesus, you're really angry tonight.
Mate, I love TV and movies, right?
Clearly,
and
TV doesn't love you.
When they ruin a TV show or cancel a good one, especially Netflix have a fucking reputation for cancelling good stuff. Arseholes. Fuck them.
Okay, I think this is a good time
Dickheads.
to draw this episode to a close.
I mean, I'm excited to watch The Mandalorian season 3, but dickheads.
Okay. Okay.
A lot of them.
Alright, let's bring this to
Fuck Netflix.
Okay.
Fuck Disney Plus. Fuck Paramount Plus. Fuck Fox. Fuck BBC. Fuck Channel 5. Fuck Channel 4. Fuck ITV. Fuck. Who else is there? CBS. Peacock. ABC. NBC. Fuck the lot of you. Anyway.
Okay, and this brings us to a close for this week.
Mate, honestly, talking about when they fuck up shit just really brings out something in me.
Any words of wisdom?
Words of wisdom for the people at home.
Well, those are the people we're talking to.
Well, I'm talking to you technically.
Okay, shut up.
I'll
slap you in the head.
Kinky motherfucker. Right. Words of wisdom. I don't know. Read a book.
Pretty good, yeah.
Like, no, seriously, guys, read some books. Some books are absolutely fucking amazing. If you're not really confident in reading a book, start off with something that's more like young adult, like teenage. Like, I recommend I recommend Percy Jackson series. I enjoy it. I'm enjoying those. If you're more into if you're into Greek mythology stuff, Percy Jackson. But if you're more into like adult stuff and like realistic stuff, I recommend Mythos, Heroes, and Troy by Stephen Fry. That's a trilogy. It starts off with Mythos, goes to Heroes, goes to Troy. So yeah, read a fucking book. You absolute loser. What about you? Words of wisdom?
You threw me up with that last comment.
What comment?
you absolute loser. Why would you say that to people?
Just fucking read a book, you absolute fucking dumbass loser.
God, you're so on. God, the last 10 minutes, Bradley's really taken a turn for
Bro,
the
you
worse.
brought something out of me, man.
I didn't do anything. I didn't. You brought piss you off this week, so
Yeah,
this
I
is your
know.
fault.
Do you know what? Yeah, it brought it out of me. It brought out just pure rage and hatred.
Let's see. Any word? Yeah. Don't shit on people. Just go to the toilet.
I mean, I feel like that's a given, though. No?
I don't know. Some people might be into that.
You could say things like, stop trying to eat at a table that would see you starve.
I mean, I give the worst words of advice here. So
You know
give
what?
like this. You give the sensible answers. I give the really bad answers.
Maybe you should research some words of wisdom each episode.
How about you? How about I kick you in the balls?
I mean, as long as I don't have to pay you to do it.
Fucking hell.
That's my trip to Amsterdam planned. Yeah, honestly, been good, but my throat is drying up, so I'm gonna have to stop talking soon. Especially off that little fucking rage fest that I just had. Still pissed off thinking about it.
Alright.
I'm gonna go and have a bubble bath to calm down.
Very nice.
I actually might, you know. I got this little
You
table
do.
in my bath, and I might just watch TV on my phone. Like
Do
a
it.
man. Men have bubble baths, okay? A real man has a bubble bath. Every now and then.
I'm just gonna crash into bed.
Okay, buddy. I'll be watching through your window. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for listening to this podcast episode. We will see you we'll see you on Saturday because this is late episode, this will be on the Monday.
There you go.
And then obviously we'll see you again on Saturday. You got 2 in 1 week. Look at that.
There you go.
Look at that, Oscar. 2 in 1 week. Busy bees. I just didn't want to miss a week. I wanted to at least get one out, even if it was like a couple days late. But I couldn't earlier this week, and we're gonna push through, aren't we, Oscar?
Gonna try.
We're gonna definitely try. And do you know what? I'm glad we've added that segment because now I feel free.
He's not though.
Right. Yeah, I'm very angry. We're gonna love you. We're gonna leave you. We're gonna say goodbye. Oscar, say goodbye.
Bye, bitches.
No, that was just rude. Say goodbye to the lovely listeners of this podcast.
Bye, people.
People? Were you just assuming it's just people listening? Wow, look at these assumptions. And it's 2023. Piece of shit. Right, guys, we're gonna love you, leave you. Farewell. Goodbye. Thanks for listening. See you on Saturday. Peace.